Well, Darwin Nunez to London transfer. Which English club is obviously bringing him back to the Premier League and specifically in London? Guys, you're obviously going to be shocked that this club is in need of Darwin Nunez. Much like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fantastic fun wherever you are. And it's a good morning in my country, and it's the 9th of March. And thank you guys for watching it through, and we are dropping in those huge stories as you guys are really hugely waiting for them. But onto this channel, I want to let you know that we won't look any behind. We are obviously going forward, and I can call it the 4th video of the day, because in the morning you saw what we came up with, Man City, then followed up with 2 Arsenal stories, and we're yet to know where does this one really belong. So that's why I always tell you, continue to subscribe. How do you subscribe? Lower right bottom corner is a place to be. Smash the black button that has the word subscribe. After smashing it, hit the notification bell. That will enable you to get notified every time we upload a video onto this beautiful channel. Now, Darwin Nunez went ahead to leave Liverpool. That is last summer. And when he left Liverpool, everyone was shocked that Napoli was expected to be his ultimate new home, but it was not, and he ended up playing for Al Hilal in Saudi Arabia, where I really believe that no player goes there to play football. Most of the players who go there for money. And it will be remembered that this guy is still young. He's just 26 years of age, turning 27 this particular year. So in June, he will be 27 years of age. So when he left Liverpool in 2025, that is the summer, he had played 30 games in the Premier League, 5 goals and 2 assists. EFL Cup, 6 games, 1 goal, 1 assist. UEFA Champions League, he had played 9 games, 1 goal, 1 assist. And that is what he put out onto his cards as a player. So when you look at his numbers, they're really very shocking. And obviously, he's one of those players that went ahead, obviously missed very many big chances when he was in the Premier League. Because that Liverpool side, one thing you won't question about their creatives is feeding their number 9. That's why you see to it that Hugo Ekitike is also nearing hitting 10 goals in the season, because he has all the service he needs to get from the Salahs, Cody Gakpo, so Basilai, Florian Wirtz, and very many others. So Darwin Nunez used to obviously be fed in very well and be given best of chances, but he ended up not really utilizing them. And he is in the Saudi Pro League, and he's obviously playing, and his results have obviously gone ahead to attract teams. But in their Champions League of Asia, 6 games, 3 goals, 1 assist. In the league, that is the Saudi Pro League, 16 games, 6 goals and 4 assists. And this is really banger average. And I think if I'm a manager, I don't know how he convinces me to sign him. That is it. Unless otherwise, you are back to the Darwin Nunez of Benfica, who every big club was really interested in signing. But right now, I'm really shocked that this English club and this London English club has gone ahead to obviously show interest in signing Darwin Nunez. And which club is this? Here we come with a story coming in through from Football Features. Chelsea are actively monitoring Darwin Nunez and are considering a shock move for the striker this summer. You get? So it's indeed a shock transfer. That is it. Because when you look at a club like Chelsea, I think they're supposed to upgrade on what they really have. And to my own information, there are very many forwards that I think Chelsea can go in for that are not even going to be very expensive. When you look at a player like Osimhen, who is playing at Galatasaray, I think 60 to 70 million euros, you can get Victor Osimhen on board. That is it. And he's really firing in goals for fun, and he has gone ahead to put in huge shifts after shifts. So Chelsea monitoring Darwin Nunez and considering a shock move for the striker is really a shocker for me. I don't know what you think about it, but for me, it's really indeed a shocker. For me, it's like they're looking back to They are looking back to not really move forward. Chelsea have emerged. This is Cronside Live. Chelsea have emerged as serious contenders to rival Newcastle in the race for Darwin Nunez. The 26-year-old Uruguayan international has been frozen out of Al Hilal with preference given to 38-year-old French striker Karim Benzema. A Premier League return could now be firmly on the cards. Now, if I'm Chelsea, there is no way I obviously go in for Darwin Nunez. Newcastle going in for Darwin Nunez, I really understand the situation in which they are into. Why? They've gone ahead to lose a player called Alexander Isak, and they went ahead obviously sell him at a hefty price, £120 million. Newcastle is owned by the Saudi by the Saudi side, meaning that it will be very easy to sanction such a deal. And when you look at Newcastle and their style of play, I think Darwin Nunez fits that style of play. He's a very good player, I tell you. But my problem is his end product to his game, especially finishing. His finishing prowess is really not surgical enough. It's not clinical enough to obviously see him play for a top club. And for Chelsea, you are having Joe Pedro doing good. And I think he's just limited with the supply of chances from his players that will play around him. The other player that you have to talk about is Delap, one of those that is expected to leave the side of Chelsea. That is it. He's expected to leave the side of Chelsea because he is not breaking through into the starting 11 for the side of Chelsea. And for Delap, I always told him that the best club for him to go to would have gone ahead to be Man United, would have gone to be getting ample playing time, and he really risked to go to Chelsea. He won the FIFA Club World Cup, but right now, he might even miss out on going to the World Cup because he's not getting in what we call ample playing time in there for you. So, for the side of Chelsea, Darwin Nunez coming in through as an understudy for João Pedro, not bad, but would the player consider that? Because the reason as to why he's really out of the reason as to why he's pushing to leave Al Hilal is that there is a player who is obviously playing ahead of him. That is it. Although I don't think that that was playing for Al Hilal. This is Al Ittihad. You understand? Al Ittihad is where this guy is really playing at. That is Karim Benzema. So guys, we wait and see how that pans out. But Chelsea are in for a shock transfer for this guy. And for Newcastle, I think they would have gone ahead to get them a very good player because we all know what it's all about. So, as it stands, the club of Chelsea, we'll wait and see what they will do. But for Newcastle, I think he can obviously come in through and compete well with Walter Mede. That is it. So, let's wait and see how that really pans out. But I don't think that it will be a wise decision for Chelsea to get in a player like that. I think they need to get in a much more better forward, especially when it comes to him being clinical and being improved and being creative, you know, like being able to improvise and really create a moment of magic. Because when you're playing for a big team, very many clubs obviously come up and park the bus. And when they park the bus, you will need an individual brilliance of a player to obviously open up that defense and maybe put that ball in the back of the net. Now, UOL Sports has told us that the president of Flamengo discovered that Filipe Luis was negotiating with Chelsea's ownership group, Blue Company, while the club was actively working to renew his contract. Filipe reportedly stopped responding to Flamengo's messages for 3 days, believing he was set to become Chelsea's new head coach. However, Blue Company later informed him that the plan was for him to take charge of Strasbourg, not Chelsea. The Brazilian was not interested and subsequently resumed talks with Flamengo. Once Flamengo's president learned of the situation, it proved to be the final straw leading to Filipe's dismissal. Now, this guy, Filipe Luis, played at Chelsea. Good left back. I really loved how he obviously featured in there. But he thought Chelsea was obviously going to make him the manager, you know. And he really went ahead to pause his talks with the side of... He went ahead to pause his talks with the side of... He went ahead to pause his talks with the side of Chelsea. Sorry, with the side of Flamengo. And Chelsea told him, you are going to be replacing Liam Rosnier. You get? So, replacing Liam Rosnier was not his dream to go to France. And it was like he was going to be going to manage Chelsea. But that was never possible. And he lost his job in there. So he's no longer the Flamengo manager. But I know he's really a very good coach. And very many clubs will obviously be looking at him to obviously offer him that particular job. So guys, for me, I think he would have wanted to take the Strasbourg job, coming through at Europe, get in the French League One, because in the French League One, it's possible if you're a good manager, you can easily push your team to perform very well, and other teams might obviously come in through and really get you. That's how I think would have wanted to usher himself in Europe. But from Flamengo to come to Chelsea and start managing them, that would have gone ahead to be a bullet in your feet, because I don't really think so, that it really works that way. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. Rokani David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are, and continue to subscribe. But the best of the best is yet to come for this, and Darwin Nunez to London transfer. Shock London transfer. I welcome in the comment section below. Guys, what do you think about it? And lastly, Filipe Luis. Do you think he really went ahead to make a good decision of not joining Strasbourg because he wanted to join Chelsea? All that and more in the comment section below. Good morning. Rokani David is here, and he is still here to obviously present you more and more stories as they come. Bye-bye. For now, see you later.